Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Millennium Dawn. Let's continue on from where we last left off. So I have seen some comments, namely I've seen one comment repeatedly that we should influence more countries in South and Central America. And I don't think it's a bad idea. We've been influencing Venezuela a little bit. But between episodes I did realize Mexico apparently at some point the Communist Party took over. I don't know when the hell that happened. But if we can't influence Mexico, I mean we're the same ideology. Mexico's rejected the offer, that's fine. But I would like to get Mexico on side. Because at some point, how we're probably going to end the series off is with a big old war against the against NATO, right? So having Mexico or even maybe Canada on side would be nice. I think Canada's going to be a little bit more difficult because they have no corruption, basically. Unlike Mexico, which has a lot of corruption. Which means they can't really defend themselves against my influence, which is fantastic. I think Mexico probably should be one of our mainstays for influence here. So we want to just kind of keep influencing them for as much as we possibly can. Okay, so we have a lot of factories. I think we just want to build even more civilian factories. At least right now, let's build them in Estonia, because we get a little bit of a good old bonus towards that there. Let's reduce autonomy. How much cost 50 points? How low is the autonomy in Belarus right now? 55. So I think like one more. We'll send military aid because this lowers it as well. But you need to lower. You need to send like a lot of them. 0.37, and we needed to go down by 55. So yeah, that's not really going to do anything. Carriers, we make 5 convoys a week. We have tanks. We could maybe send them some tanks. How about he send you like a one-time shipment of 100 of these bad boys? See, but it's only like 1 point. 1 point I don't think is that great. We do want to reduce autonomy of Ukraine, so we can maybe integrate both of them into our country. Okay. What's going on in Afghanistan, by the way? You guys okay? I will say your outlook's not fantastic. I'm going to send you some military aid. There you go. Because I do think you need the guns for it right now. And once again, you become your moderate Islamist. How do you keep changing ideology on me? I don't quite understand, to be quite honest with you. But you know, we'll have the moderate. Are they Shiites or Sunni? Just moderate Islamist. That's fine for right now. You can, if you go any like too hardline, we'll do another coup d'etat, but that's fine. 2,000 for railway speeds, not really something we're too interested in. Give me not our infantry automatic rifle. Because again, war is approaching. At some point, we will find ourselves at war. Is there a way I can maybe get Turkey out of NATO? I would like for that to happen, if I can get that accomplished. 4.5%. And I do think I want you to be one of my automatics. Right now, we actually don't have any automatics. Also, Switzerland has formed its own faction with itself. Sure, why not? Who else would I like to influence if I could? I mean, is there anyone that we even influence, like, at all? Ukraine, Moldova. I mean, Moldova, I would like them to be one of my automatics. Syria, Jordan... Angola, 3%. It's not terrible, but not great either. We could attempt a coup, but you know what? Give me like 1 influence point here. There we go. So keep getting India. Mongolia is already in my faction. Doesn't mean I can't still like send him guns though. And having them be an actual puppet would be better than having them as just a simple in the faction, right? Same with Bulgaria actually. So that's 5 out of 5, I believe. So that's 200 political power every single month. Which is quite a bit. Send you rifles. Thank you, Bulgaria. How much does it cost to just give you cash? 9 billion? I mean, we have a lot of money. Like, we're actually earning 8.8? Get rid of this, by the way. 8.8, I would say, is pretty goddamn good. Venezuela as well. Can I give you anything? Thank you, Venezuela. I'm going to throw a little bit of political power your way as well. Mexico, stop rejecting my my offers of weapons. Like, we're on the same side here. Like, what's your problem? Okay, auto influencer 150 is okay. And U5, we're gonna send you to Black Army. I honestly don't remember where Black Army actually is. Oh, they're on the border with Pakistan. That's fine, I think. We're gonna send you to White Army. We lost Rise of the USSR. I don't actually remember what that actually did for us. Do I want to influence Finland as well? I think at least a little bit. Finland, what's your corruption like? Is that 2? So I mean, it's still like you're still like a little susceptible to influence. Not a ton, but at least a little bit. Moldova, do you need money, by the way? You don't. Our GDP per capita. Moldova has a higher GDP per capita than we do. That is just embarrassing. Albania's had an election. They've elected the Social Democrats. That's fine. Our GDP per capita is only 14.4 thousand. Like, that's not incredible. Also, what's going on in Belarus again? Right, the monarchists are in charge for some reason. I don't remember why that happened. Belarus. Oh yeah, that's why I'm trying to annex you, to get rid of this this nightmare. I don't have enough influence in Belarus. How embarrassing. Yeah, reduce autonomy in Belarus, please. And I reduce it by 50, I think. Oh, by 62. So this should allow us to reduce our autonomy down to puppet, I guess. Which would be great. I'd be very, very, very happy with that. So Ukraine, do you have an election? You don't have an election. Fantastic. Having an election where they can unelect our party leaders is not the reality that I want to be in. I guess we do have Cuba. We probably do want to send some units to Cuba for a potential naval invasion of the United States. We got you to, where do we send you? I guess we'll send you here. Black Army, I guess, yeah, that's what you can do. You're basically all paratroopers. So I guess we'll send you to Havana, which actually means that these guys should be in a different army entirely. Send you to White Army, Yellow Army. Which one of you is on the border with Iran? Okay. Green Army, then. We're going to send you over to Cuba. Just hang on in Havana for now. How big is the United States? Like, I know it's large. 30 to 76. I have one... So I have more units than the United States does. Also, somebody gave me a little piece of advice. I don't know how accurate this is. But apparently, if you just subtract 30... Or, like, you get, like, the middle of these two numbers. And then add that to the lowest. Like, that's their about right. So this would be 46 divided by 2. Would be 23. So they should have 53 divisions. At least if I read the thing correctly. Which maybe I didn't. How many boats do you have? 191 to 301. And a lot of aircraft. Okay. What do we have? Less aircraft. Less ships. But that's kind of okay. You are police cost. Bad idea. Twin political power. Fantastic. What do we need to take? You are 22. 3 civilian factory, 22 billion. Seems pretty good. Which will allow us then to get our way up to reckless progress for better research speeds. What do we have down here? Domestic independence changes, more stability, even more stability. I think we'll go with you. Again, we have a lot of money. Like, now is the time when we can just start throwing cash around. You rejected it? How much does it cost to give you money? Why does Belarus need so much money? I genuinely don't understand it. What about, like, Nepal? What's going on? 0.44? Do we have a higher GDP than India? We do. But we have a smaller economy. So they actually have more civilian factories than we do. Well, then I'm going to keep building more civilian factories then. Like, what can you can't stop me. Also, don't be building... Why are building civilian factories in Belarus? Construction. Get rid of this, please. I mean, at some point, again, we want to integrate Belarus, but I don't know how long that'll take. Because you're finished in 10 days. That allows us to reduce our autonomy by 1 singular point. I want to influence you more. 9.83. I mean, we're getting some good stuff here. And right now, they wouldn't accept an invitation because world tension is just not high enough. We need 25%. They need 75%. Likely accept emerging outlook pressure. I could offer them, like, satellite access. I don't know if that gives me influence. I'm going to establish a military base in Mexico. Improve relations. I don't know if that actually does anything here. Why do I not like you? Embargo? You're embargoing me, you piece of shit? I'm going to improve relations with Mexico and maybe they'll stop embargoing me. Okay, Belarus. We can reduce your autonomy level. Cost 50 political power. That's fine. Then you become an autonomous region. And that needs another 1,242 points. How much political power do we need for this to work? Like, this is insanity. Because then we have to reduce them again. And I think we need to do that twice, at least. Also, let's increase tax rate by 1%. There we go. So to make soon raise autonomy. That'd be very funny if they just change it on their own. Because then we need to reduce you. And then we need to reduce it, I'm pretty sure, one more time. Which is just going to take literally forever, I think. Okay, 200 political power spent. Afghanistan, you guys okay? I'm going to give you some cash. We ran out of political power. That's fine. I just want Mexico to break their... Not break their embargo. Just like... Well, you know, yeah, break their embargo. Can you stop embargoing me, please? I'd be very, very, very happy if you were to be at least a little bit more friendly towards us. Like, we should stick together. Like, we have similar ideologies. Your next election in January of 2009. I'm going to give you guns. You keep rejecting. You're my puppet. You don't get to say no to this. If I request forces, does that reduce their autonomy? Or does it increase their autonomy? Because we're using their soldiers. How much do you do autonomy by? 1.76. Are these numbers in are these numbers like way higher than they are in vanilla? I kind of feel like they have to be, right? For the Lend-Lease reduced by 1 point when you need 1,200. There's gotta be some fuckery going around here. You freaking weirdos. And again, I can't coup you until we have enough influence. What the hell just happened? I don't know why my screen region changed. I apologize for that. There we go. I don't know why that switched over. I didn't press any of these buttons. At least I don't think I did. Okay, well. So you have 10 more days until you're ready to go. We have $200 billion in the bank. Norway's elected a new government. Syria, how are you guys doing? I mean, they're kind of just like hanging out, I guess. Do you need money? $57 billion. Holy shit. My guy. Let's influence India a little bit more. We're going to send you over to White Army for now. Again, I know Finland's not in NATO. But I can easily see them joining at some point in the future. By the way, when we get our next technology, 2 days for 3D printing, do we need to increase our naval invasion capabilities? Because right now we can invade with 7 units. Well, I guess I'll get you then. Because again, at some point we will be doing a naval invasion. I just don't know when. Also, you're an airborne unit, so yeah, you go to Black Army. And I don't know, I guess you'll just drop into maybe some of these cities in Florida. Russian Federation Stabilization Funds. You just give me stability. You give me some oil for $22 billion. Fossil fuels like us less. More stability. Nationalizes 3 factories for foreign influencers. You know, let's expand trade policy with every single country on Earth. Maybe that will, another airborne unit, we'll send you here. I don't know if that's going to get the Mexican government to stop embargoing us. It would be nice. I'm assuming it's just because of... I mean, why are you still embargoing me? At this point, I think you should stop it. Also, I have no units on the border with Poland over here, so I guess you should probably take the units off the border with Ukraine. Because that doesn't even make any sense anymore. Put them on the border with Poland here. Thank you. What's going on in Transnistria, by the way? Nothing really. They're just hanging out, basically. Fantastic. 160 political power, so we've already influenced you. You're 47. 47's pretty goddamn good. Let's influence you a little bit. I want to target... It's 100 to get rid of this by 2. Which again, like, doesn't really even... It doesn't even seem good. $6 billion. So that's a Polish election. Venezuela's rejected our money. Let's influence you a little bit more of that instead. And again, like, no one in South America really cares about us, right? Not really. Like in any way. So it's really just Mexico. Like, maybe we could do something in Canada. I don't know. Because we can get Mexico and Canada on side. Do like a double-pronged invasion of the United States. 3.57. I mean, it's not horrible. Like I've seen worse. What's going on in Bulgaria, by the way? Do you guys need cash? Like, I have money to throw away. They've accepted. Let's spread our influence there a little bit more. We're almost #1 in Bulgaria. Is it control click? Yeah, let's pay off a little bit of our debt. Like, let's say, there we go. Again, we're making good. We're making 15.4 billion. This will almost certainly go away once we are actually at war. But I think it'll basically stabilize to being about 0. And having a net 0 is still fairly okay, I would say. I mean, defense spending is by far the most expensive thing we have. I mean, we could even, like, maybe increase one of you. Stability goes down even more. We've already got you a maximum. Stability goes up. You actually don't even cost that much more for 5% stability. I mean, you'd cost us a little bit of political power, but that's kind of okay. 7 billion for another 10% stability. You know what? Yeah, give him... I mean, it seems pretty good, right? Just become a police state. I mean, we could save money by cutting things, but I don't think that seems like a great idea. Because if I can increase stability, I can increase taxes. You will reduce our political power. So, you know, let's just go by 1 point. 7.2 goes to 7.19. Okay, maybe that doesn't make any difference whatsoever. What about education here? Stability goes up. You cost political power. Because again, like, we have money now. Oh, foreign does this mean we influence a little bit more? 4 billion. You know what? Let's go to free universal education. So for the first time ever, we're actually going to maybe modify these things. More stability. Consumer goods go down. Population goes up. Let's go free emergency treatment. We're going on a bit of a spending spree right now, but we're now making 8.4. And that's still, like, completely fine. Like, I'm still very, very, very happy with that number. So it is 2005. We'll go for our research speed plus 5%. Fantastic. We're at a 62% research bonus right now, which I'm pretty happy with. So we either need 4 trillion of GDP or 30,000 GDP per capita. Well, right now we're way closer to getting 4 billion, or 4 trillion, I should say. We're looking for that very, very soon. I think after we're done with you, infrastructure, resist sanctions. I think we just want to build more factories, and we'll use our civilian industrial councils to get that done. 22 billion is not that big of a deal for us. Like, that's a reasonable amount of money to spend, I would say. And what about you? You are by far the most expensive thing. So I think we'll just keep you at about the same level. I don't need to switch you up too much. India, we want to influence you a little bit more as well. I would like to maybe do the coup d'etat in India. I don't know what the biggest emerging outlook party is. But if we can save 200 political power, we can at least... You know what, Cuba? How much money do you need? 45 billion? I have 45 billion. I will give Cuba the cash. Why not? I mean, again, they love us. I mean, me and Cuba, we're pretty tight. Human Genome Project. More population, combat support bonuses. Anything here we need to get? Mobilization speed, research speed. 155 days is pretty cheap. So you know what? Yeah, let's get Edge. I have no idea what the fuck Edge is. Okay, the Dutch have left the European Union. Is it because they want nationalists? Yes, they're very, very nationalist. And North Macedonians also have an election very soon. Or at least they just had an election, I think. How much points? Do you want more money? Thank you. Hey, we're now number 1 in Bulgaria. Can we have cash? Wait, do I not have enough vehicles? I think we maybe are building 2. Like, what? We're on row 4 of these things. What row are you on? You're on 2? What do you need? APCs? Let's send you, I guess, up to 4 for now. Let's have you on 4s for now as well. I'm going to set you guys up to 10. Because the Smetnaz, you're just like... Yeah, you're just Special Operation Forces. Whatever the hell that actually means. But sure, we'll have 10 of you. Because you are apparently a... What? Actually, do you just need infantry equipment? Basically, yes. Air Assault will go up to 5. We don't need as many paratroopers. Artillery Brigade. Let's send you up to 10 for now. And Light Motor will send you to 6. Just for tanks, though. Give me up to 8 more tank divisions sounds fantastic. So what do you need? You need infantry fighting vehicles, you need APCs, you need CNC equipment. We are building that stuff, right? Yes, it just might take a while. We're only making like 1.4 a day. Like, the numbers honestly are not fantastic. Let's go for civilian industrial councils, please, and thank you. India. Again, I want to at least see my success chance of influencing and coupping the Indian government. But I do think that at least for right now, this is going to be a great time for us to end off for today. So if you've enjoyed, give a thumbs up. Not enjoyed, throw some down. You want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.